1.9, your favorite throwbacks. Today's R&B. JD, it's Friday, honey, and QCB in the studio.
How you doing, JD?
Y'all see how he's acting now?
So smooth.
Right. He's acting that way because of you, JD.
It really?
Yeah.
No.
And you know a man over there, though.
I see. I dapped him up already.
Okay. Why your voice going up so high?
You got a hard handshake. That's very firm over there, boy. That's tough.
Fantasia, it's so good to have you here.
It's good to be here home.
Yes,
Yes.
honey.
It's always better when, you get nervous when you come home, though, because, always.
You're nervous, like right now?
Not now.
Okay.
Since I walked in the building, that went away.
Okay.
But you get nervous because it's your home, and you want to make them proud and show the love that they show you. So it's good to be home, though. Everywhere I go, I do good interviews, but it's nothing like here. I can just be myself.
You just be you.
Yeah.
And you're looking like me.
I know.
People.
What's up with these similar
I'm
hairstyles?
gonna have to call Ricky.
Me too, cause we both do the same thing, girl. I'm like, okay, now I saw what Fantasia was doing. She can't give him my hairstyle, mine do. But
but you looking good over there.
You looking good too, girl.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah. Anyway, so excited about your new song, Enough.
Yeah,
Talk to us about it a little bit.
that's my baby. Enough is independent. This whole album, independent.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's been 15 years. It's time to, take my destiny in my hands. I'm not gonna say me. I'm gonna say God.
That's right.
Follow what the plan for me. But Enough was not supposed to be the first single.
Really?
We had another song called Bad Girl, and she is bad. But when we started recording Enough, I just felt like it made me feel how I used to feel on Saturdays when my mother would get up and clean up, and she would always play good music like Luther, Anita Baker, Michael Jackson, Prince.
Yes.
And when I got out of the booth, I was like, this is the one, because it's going to bring that feeling back that I feel like we don't have much of right now.
That's right. I love it, girl. I was watching a video and I shed a tear.
You did.
I was like, why am I crying? Because it's about real love, and I felt that in the video. So good.
Thank you. I think too, some people come up to me and just say like how they can tell the change when it comes to me.
Oh yeah.
And they get excited because a lot of people know my story and where I come from. And to see me fall but get all the way back up,
All the way, girl.
I think that makes people very, very happy. And,
Oh yeah, I saw the Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Oh, but it got worse. It got a lot worse after that. Things happened after that.
Absolutely. We're going to be talking about that, and we're going to hear her single. We're going to do like a little mini concert of Fantasia, y'all.
Okay.
It's Charlotte's Homegrown. I'm going to call you Charlotte's Homegrown, even though you're from High Point. It's Fantasia, y'all. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, it gets a lot worse, bro.
Nobody says album anymore.
They don't.
Yeah, they still say album.
Right. He said call it a project. So your project, your next project is what, and when can we get it?
Sketchbook. And that'll be the beginning of July. And I say sketchbook because I feel like my life has been a sort of sketch.
Yeah.
And I'm just now filling in some of the blanks. So, I feel like I'm ready now.
Yes.
And this album is all me and Ken and my band. And it felt so good to be able to go into the booth and say what I wanted to say from my heart. Musically, the melodies, everything, we came up with it. No label. Rock Soul is our label.
Wow.
So it feels really, really good.
Does it feel freeing? Because I was looking back at when you dropped your first album back in 2004.
Yes.
Free Yourself. It's been 15 years? And do you feel that now? Do you feel as if you have freed yourself?
Now.
Yeah.
I do now.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm talking to younger women, or just people in the grocery store, I always end up talking to people anyway. That's a southern thing. But I always tell them that they'll start telling me like I've been doing this and I'm trying to start my business, and I always tell them get ready to put in some years of work. Get ready to put in some years of tears.
Yes.
You can't have anything without that storm process. You gotta go through the storm.
Yeah.
And it took me 15 years to get to this place.
And that's something.
But now I can look back at it all and be like, yo, thank you, Lord, for this, that, and the third. Because I had to go through it. I had to trust the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. And I think a lot of us don't want to do that because QCB, you were just talking about, you didn't realize you had to go through so many things in those dark times.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about how you got through that, though, because there's everything from there were rumors that your career was stalled, that you were broke. Then the whole literacy thing came out, and then you were with a married man, and then you attempted suicide. So a lot of that came out, and you're saying you had to go through all those steps. Yeah.
I did. People used to ask me like, what could you change, da da da, and I'd be like, I would change, da 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 da. I wouldn't change a thing. I'm not proud of all of it, but I had to go through it, and I think the way that I made it through that was because I've always had a relationship with the man upstairs.
Amen.
Okay, so
You gotta have it.
you gotta have it. You gotta have it. And there were many times where I would hit my knees and I say, God, I need you to show me what I need to do. Forgive me. Something's wrong. But you have to go through that process too, where you check yourself. Because a lot of time we go through life and we blame everybody else for everything we go through, and that's not cool. You're the victim now. You gotta sit back and say, I need to clean this up. I don't like that about me. All that stuff needs to go. And you gotta take that time out to figure out who you are. And I needed that time to figure out who Fantasia was and what my calling actually was. And so now I realize that I am a ministry. I'm a walking ministry. And I've been through a little bit of, so I can relate to everybody.
Absolutely. Talk about being on the independent label though.
Yeah.
So now you're your own boss. You get in charge of who's gonna produce your music, who's gonna write your music, you write your music. Like how does that and then, majority of the money you make is yours too, being independent. And a lot of big names have been on independent labels and done well.
Yeah, it feels so good. It really does. I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot because I've allowed people to take control of my destiny. And whenever you put your destiny in someone else's hands, it's never gonna go the way it's supposed to go. Because they can't hear or see what God is showing you. They don't quite get it.
Yeah.
So now I sit in the position where I've learned a lot from being with labels. I've learned a lot of things, and I had to go through that in order to run a label now.
Right.
See?
I love
So it belongs to me. It's all mine, and
Good.
and it feels really good. Yeah.
Your daughter.
Yeah.
17. I saw on Instagram. I'm like, this is not what's not. Yes,
17.
honey.
I know.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Oh my God, girl. And the baby boy, 7 years old now.
Years
That's
old.
awesome, man.
That
But
is
I'm getting
beautiful.
younger.
You look younger. She getting younger. If you look younger,
I was gonna ask her, what's her next song? She go see the American Idol. You look so young.
I love it, girl. But we love you, and so you are still your work is complete with Sketchbook. Is it done?
Everything's done.
That's a great
Okay.
time.
Thank
It
you.
is. And so when can we get it again?
July. What's coming? Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, well, come on.
Right when the cookout
And
starts.
bring it.
I know,
right?
and it's got some good. Listen, I got Jasmine Sullivan and Brandy on.
Oh
the
my
track.
God.
I got T-Pain on the track. That whole T-Pain.
Oh no,
T.I.
yeah.
on a track with me, and Megan Trainor. She's a big pop star. She and that I just picked up
Yeah,
the phone
all
and
about
called.
that bass.
Yeah. You my man,
I
okay?
told you, listen to everything. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
It's gonna be a
awesome.
good. It's gonna be a good time. Good
Yeah.
time.
Good,
Love it,
good.
love it. Fantasia, we love you. We know you got to go next door because you have fans that are waiting on you. So thank you so much for being you, continuing to be a better you, actually. I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Listen, I want to say thank you for all that you do, because you work these streets and you have a big heart for the youth. So thank you. I've been able to work side by side with this lady, and
Oh yeah, Jay.
she's making some moves. So thank
Right.
you for what you do. We need more of that, especially in this time.
Yeah. Both of you guys are inspiring.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
You want
As he does his little.
Oh! You're listening to B101.9, y'all. Hi, girl.
Yeah.
That is a gift you have. You know that, right?
Hey, thank you. It's a God thing. It's a God thing. It's a God thing. And this record is something that I feel like is very, very needed, especially now that I'm married.
Let's talk about that, girl. I know your man. I know him. I called him Kendall back in the day. Now he's king.
King. That's my king, sis.
That is your king. So how did that happen?
Well, I was just coming off of a Broadway show, and I was doing this whole 7-month fast of just getting to know Fantasia again and loving myself and letting go of all the old in order to have new. And I came back home and I met Kendall Fahrenheit. Yeah.
In Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
What, Kendall? I didn't even know you hung out like this.
He don't really. That night I kept looking at him like, smile. He's like, this ain't my thing.
Oh my God.
But I feel like that was another God thing.
That was a God thing. And did you know you know how you hear people say all the time, like I knew I was gonna marry him. That's my husband. When I saw him, and men say it too about women. Did that happen in your case?
Of course, sis. We got married in 3 weeks.
What? To God be the glory.
Oh.
There is hope, honey. That's all I got to say. There's some hope for JD. All right. Well, send some of that love through your fingertips. Right on over here, girl.
Here you go.
Send that. Send that.
It may not happen in 3 weeks, though,
What'd you
JD.
say, QCB?
It may not happen in 3 weeks for you.
It might not. Everybody's is different.
Everybody different.
Okay, don't ruin it. Why you got to ruin it? I know you got to go, Fantasia. Next door, she has fans that are waiting on her for the brunch that we're doing. And Tony X is over there, too. He's going to be talking to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming through.
Thank you. Love you guys. God bless you.
I gotta get a drop from
Tell
my
me about
show,
them
too.
sports. Like you gotta keep me up.
I got you. I got you.
yeah,
I gave King my number.
Okay.
Fantasia the building, y'all. You're listening to V101.9.
JD.